Hello, welcome back to another video for the Pompano Beach Computer Science Club YouTube channel. And in today's video, we are going to be going over what a queue is, how to make one, and some methods that use the queue. So, with today's example, I'm going to use some help from the doctor's office. I made the class here, and we're going to basically use it to show some examples. And you can see some things different I've put here. I put import linked list and import queue. And this is because we're going to be using these linked list and the queue. So we're going to start out by creating a queue. So we're going to write queue here, and we are going to be inputting strings in this queue. So we're going to put string. And the name of our queue is going to be patients, because we are going to be in a doctor's office. And doctor's office usually have patients. Equals new. We have to write here linked list and the type string. And yes, curled ones. And we close it there. So that's going to be basically creating our queue. And we can go ahead and add some patients to our queue. So we're going to add. How do you do this is writing the queue name patients dot add, and then you want to open up like this, and you can add whatever names you want here. I'm going to go ahead and add 3 more, and we're going to name them Steven, Joe, Taylor, and Dave. And these are going to be our patients that are in the queue for the doctor's office. And if we want to go ahead and show this out control space, we can do patients. And then if we go ahead and print that, we're going to get all the names in these closed brackets here. Stephen, Joe, Taylor, and Dave, all of our names. And this would basically be used in an office, for example, if it's somebody's turn, if it's the patient's turn, what patients got there first, who was supposed to go first, all this stuff. And there are other different things. You can't just print the patient's queue. You can't just print the queue. That's not what it's for. You could just use an array for that. Something interesting you can do, or some interesting things that you could do, is say Stephen is being attended by the doctor already. I can go ahead and do patients dot pull, close that, and then if I go ahead and run that, Stephen is going to be out and Joe is going to be first in line. And this would be because Stephen already got his turn. He's already being attended by the doctor, so he is no longer in need. And I can also go ahead and run that again, or I can do 2, and Joe is going to be missing this time. So it's just going to be Taylor and Dave until everybody's gone. And I'm going to go ahead and print that. There's going to be nothing there. That's because everybody would be gone by then. And I can also go ahead and do this out. And there's another pretty cool method called peek. And this would be if you want to see what patient would be next in line. What patient is going to be attended next by the doctor. And if I go ahead and run that, we're going to get the full list here, and we're going to get Stephen out, and this is just to show you who's going to be next. And you don't have to pull them out of the entire queue. And you can also see if certain names are in our queue here. So I can go ahead and do sysout patients dot contains. And then I can see if, let's say Jessica called earlier in the day and she was supposed to come in for an appointment. So I'm going to go ahead and see if Jessica is on our patients list to see if she's here for her appointment. And I can go ahead and write Jessica. And then if I go ahead and run that, we're going to get false. And this is because Jessica is not on our list. She is not currently in the office. But if I go ahead and see Taylor called earlier and said that he was going to be there, and if I go ahead and run that, we're going to see true. And this is because Taylor's name is in fact in our patients list, while Jessica's name was actually not in our patients list. So that's pretty much it for our queue today. And it was just to show you guys how to write a queue and some interesting things you can do. But there are so many more. As with every single method, there are just so many things you can add on to it. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comments. And that's going to be it. Have a good one.